I know, man, I'm making Spider-Man guide after Spider-Man guide, but so much changes with this character as I use him. Don't let these hours fool you. This is a separate account I created. I solo queued to Grandmaster. I have probably over 70 hours on Spider-Man this season, so obviously my mind changes about a lot of things. My mind changes about a lot of combos. And most importantly, my mind has changed about a setting that I just refused to turn off for the longest time. So here it is, the updated Spider-Man guide. Let's get right into it. Starting off with settings, because in all my other videos, I didn't start off with settings. So let me start off with the settings, man. First link in the description, it will have all of the pros crosshairs if you just want to copy and paste Necro's crosshair. Automatic swing off for obvious reasons. Hold the swing on because you don't want to have to press a separate key to cancel your swings because maybe you will be busy pressing other things. Get over here targeting. This is the most important thing I did not mention in my previous guides. In the past, I was indifferent to this setting. I didn't think it was a big deal to set a separate bind for get over here targeting and get over here. Now I have changed my mind. You need to have these on two separate keys. The reason I didn't think it was a big deal is because how often are you going to have someone marked by a web tracer and want to pull them? If you have your mindset on pulling someone off the map, realistically, you shouldn't have them tagged. But the reason it is so unbelievably important to set these things to different keys is because if you think you marked someone with a spider tracer, but you actually didn't, and you press your get over here key, you are not going to waste your get over here. If you have this set to the same key and you think you have someone marked, but they're actually not, and you click get over here, you're going to do this and you just wasted your cooldown. Now you have to wait 8 seconds. You are going to instantly become twice as good at Spider-Man if you set these two separate keys. Furthermore, there is actually combos I will get into later that you can only do if you have this key separately. Furthermore, as you may know, you have to wait 30 milliseconds before you actually press get over here, but by setting this to a different key, that is no longer the case. You can instantly click get over here the second they are marked, and you will web over to your opponent instead of waiting 30 milliseconds. Furthermore, if you have someone webbed, you can now pull them off of the map. So there is just a world of difference you will find from turning this setting on. Now let's talk about combos. First, I'm going to show you the regular combos, and then I'm going to show you with symbiote. So first up, we got 250 health combos. Before I get into these combos, I just want you to know if you want to do these more consistently, make sure you press jump as you uppercut, because this is me doing a normal uppercut and this is me pressing jump as I uppercut. You are going to gain a lot more height, which is going to allow you to consistently be above your opponent instead of randomly being below them, which is going to mess up your combos. So for 250 health, there's a few combos I'm going to show you. The first of which is going to be web, get over here, uppercut, jump, punch web. It's important you do punch web and not web punch because punch web is actually an animation cancel. Then we have web, get over here, not get over here targeting, punch web, uppercut. This is a very situational combo, but I found it to work honestly pretty well if you can catch a low level Rocket Raccoon player off guard, because as you can see, it's very fast. Yes, they can dash away there, but they can really get out of all of your combos. Next, and unfortunately, despite the fact this is a pretty sloppy combo, it has been my personal go-to because it seems it is the most consistent when someone is trying to get away from you. And that is going to be web, get over here, uppercut, web, web. A lot of the time, people are going to be trying to go in an opposite direction when you are comboing them. So I found that just hitting them with those two projectiles, if you can aim well, is going to take them out pretty simply. This is not my go-to combo, but you can do web, get over here, uppercut, punch, web, get over here, uppercut, punch, web. And my personal favorite combo in the game right now for both 275 health characters and 250 health characters, and probably the combo you need to be doing 90% of the time, even though it's kind of slow, is this right here. Web, get over here, uppercut, animation cancel, ground pound. In order to do the animation cancel, and I've gotten countless comments on my multiple Spider-Man guides saying that people are struggling with this, so I'm going to go very in depth here. Here's what you have to do. Uppercut, movement web like this. For me, it's left shift, whatever it is for you. Yeah, man. This is part of the reason why we now have hold to swing on. You are going to do uppercut, movement web, except you are only going to tap it very, very fast, which looks like this. It looks like that. You are literally not even going to touch it for a second, man. And the reason for this is because you don't want to waste your web. By just tapping it like that, you're not actually using the web. Instead, because it's not touching a surface, you are keeping that web. So you're going to have all three swings. So it's uppercut, movement web, and you are going to immediately let go of the movement button and click this right here. So, and because you're doing this after doing an uppercut, it is going to allow you to do a ground pound. So this is a normal melee after an uppercut. I'm just doing a punch. But now if I do this animation cancel, now I'm doing a ground pound. That is why this is important. And it's not only that, because you can actually do this ground pound without shooting the web. The reason we're doing that web cancel is not only to get the ground pound, but because hitting that web is important to get the kill. Let's say we don't hit that web. Let's say we just completely whiff it. She's not going to die. She's going to be 1 health. If it's a 250 health character, yeah, they're going to die. However, it is very important that if we are going for a 275 health character, that we do hit that web. It's Veriflied from the future here. I got a little Spider-Man tidbit for you guys. This is a pretty important tip. I'm going to show you it, but first, you got to subscribe if you haven't already for more Spider-Man Marvel Rivals content. All right, let's get right into the tip. If you web someone, you actually do more damage with your melee attacks. So let me hit this guy with an uppercut. Take a look at his health, man. It's right above the T. Now let me uppercut this guy while he's webbed. Oh my gosh. Get real creative with this, man. Pull up on a tank. You can get real creative. That's what makes playing Spider-Man so fun. You can do crazy combos. You don't have to necessarily follow my combo guides. You can do whatever feels right, man. That's why everyone loves this character. Now we need to talk about Venom combos. The Venom synergy in this game is something that brings Spider-Man from a C or a B tier all the way up to like a high B tier, low A tier character. It is a huge difference, and if you get this Venom synergy, you need to know how to use it correctly or you are going to be a fumbling Spider-Man. So for 250 health characters, this is the combo you need to do every single time. Web, get over here, uppercut, Venom. And that just kills so stupidly fast. Let's say I have an opportunity to pursue the back line. I see Loki. This is something you need to memorize. It's a very important combo. For 275 health characters, we have a few options. Web, web, dash, uppercut, Venom. We can go web, dash, uppercut, web, Venom. Web, dash, uppercut, punch, Venom. And then finally, probably my personal favorite just because of muscle memory at this point, web, dash, animation, cancel, Venom. Now that I've showed you all the combos, this is a very important thing that I skimmed over in my last video, but in this video, I feel like because this is my most detailed guide yet, I have to cover this because it's extremely important for you to know as a Spider-Man main. As a matter of fact, I would recommend you watch this part of the video 2 or 3 times until you can memorize this. We need to talk about the health of every healer because your job is Spider-Man, and we're going to talk about this guy's job more later. You need to be diving the back line. You need to be targeting healers, and to do this correctly, you need to know the health of every healer so that you know what combo to do, especially when you have that Venom sync up. Rocket Raccoon is 250, Mantis is 275, Loki is 250, Adam Warlock is 250, Luna Snow is 275, Cloak and Dagger is 250, Invisible Woman is 275, and Jeff is 250. Now we need to talk about movement. If you just watch the combo section of this video, you might think, oh, that's it, I'm a good Spider-Man. You're not even close yet. There's a reason this guy is the hardest character in the game, and it probably comes down to his movement. There's a lot to go over here. So let's say I shoot a web on the ground. If I'm looking at the ground and I shoot this web, I'm going to do this stupid commando roll at the end of my swing. Now what this is going to do for me is it is going to take my web, and it is also going to kill all of my momentum. I'm slowing down, and I'm now going to die because I have no momentum because I'm doing a stupid somersault. But what if at the end of my web, I were to shoot one of these, a spider tracer? Now I'm no longer doing that animation. So what I can do is I can jump up and I can do this swing, but instead of just letting him do the roll, I can shoot a web. And now I'm no longer losing my momentum, but I'm staying in place. So what do I have to do? I have to jump after shooting that web. And now, without even clicking forward on my keyboard, what would happen if I were to time my jumps correctly so that I can keep all of my momentum? I am going to go flying. I'm not pressing W at all right now. I am not moving forward, but I'm keeping all of my momentum purely because I'm timing my jumps correctly. You need to time your jumps so that you hit the ground as you are jumping. And if you're doing double jumps, it is because you are not timing it correctly. We need to jump right now. Now. Right as you hit the ground, you need to jump, and that is how you are going to consistently keep all of your momentum in animation cancel. Pretty much every single time you web on the ground, for no matter what reason you're doing it, you're going to want to cancel it with a spider tracer so that you don't do this. This is the worst thing you can do, because let's say I'm running away from a team and now I'm doing this roll. Oh my gosh, I'm getting shot by everyone because I'm so slow and terrible. Let's say I just dived on someone and I got the kill, but now there's 5 people staring me down, want to kill me, and my team is all the way over there. Guess what? I can actually get to my team without dying as long as I do a few successful B-hops. Now, I can even swing multiple times if I have to fully utilize all of my momentum here. Let's say I missed that first B-hop, because it is difficult. Sometimes you're going to miss them. For swinging normally, it is the exact same thing. You're going to do this stupid animation that kills all of your momentum, and that is why at the beginning of this video we turned hold to swing on, because the solution, instead of doing some complicated B-hop, luckily we can just let go. And as you can see, I'm keeping all my momentum. Let's say I got to get to my team, man. I got to swing around this corner right here. Whoop. I just let go. I don't want to hold on to the web too long. Let's say I got to get over here. I just let go. And here's a little tip that, you know, might come in handy. If I'm in the air too long, I'll start doing this dive. But if I do a ground pound, I'll stay like that. And what this means is when I hit the ground, if I'm, you know, just letting go, I can actually B-hop here if I just do that ground pound. So I don't want to get it stuck in this animation where I start diving towards the ground, because I'm not going to be able to B-hop. So, you know, just let go. Bam. And then, you know, at the very least, I won't do another animation. Future Verified with another little Spider-Man tip for you guys. Leave a like on the video if you have not already. Before I give you this awesome tip, Spider-Man struggles a lot when it comes to killing tanks, but luckily for you, tanks also kind of struggle when it comes to killing Spider-Man. So let's say there's one tank on site, everyone is dead on both teams, and you just gotta kill this guy. Here's what I would do. Here's kind of my go-to. I would jump in with the little web combo, and then I would do the ground pound. And this is some very important tech right here. If you do a ground pound right as you are about to touch the ground after double jumping, because there's 2 ways to do a ground pound. The first is double jump and then bam, and the second is do the animation cancel like we said earlier. If you double jump, do the ground pound, hit the ground, and then jump again. As you can see, I kind of do this weird like I do these 2 ground pounds instead of 1, and this can be very useful for doing a lot of damage in a short amount of time. If I compare the damage between a normal punch as well as a ground pound, as you can see, it's a huge difference. And because you want to focus on 2 things when attacking tanks, the first is not getting hit, and the second is doing as much damage as possible. This makes this an extremely useful tech. So if I really had to go in on a tank, this is what I would do. I would do the base combo, and then, whoa, look at all these ground pounds I'm doing, man. I'm doing so much damage so fast. And obviously you don't want to be fighting tanks as Spider-Man because you kill them very slowly. But if you're forced into a situation, think about the ground pound bounce. When should you switch off of Spider-Man? There's a few situations where this character simply becomes not worth playing. The first is if there's another Spider-Man in your game who has the symbiote bond. This is going to be you trying to kill that Spider-Man, and this is going to be that Spider-Man trying to kill you. Don't get diffed all game, just switch off of Spider-Man. If there's a Namor in your game who actually knows what he's doing, what's going to happen is you're going to be swinging around and you're just going to be getting spammed by these turrets. So if you're selling, switch off of Spider-Man if there's a Namor in your game. This is the direct counter to Spider-Man. Scarlet Witch can definitely be a problem for this guy because she can just bail out when she's getting comboed, and she can auto track Spider-Man, who is a character that relies on his movement. However, I don't have too much trouble with this character. I'll just end up swinging away most of the time, just avoiding her the entire match if I can. Star-Lord is another character that's kind of a problem because when he does this roll, he gets these iframes, which is going to mess up a lot of your combos on this guy. But once again, I don't think he's too hard of a counter. I think you can just avoid him, but it is worth noting if you're getting diffed by this dude, you might just want to switch. And then finally, you might want to consider switching if the other team is running triple support, because you're going to be trying to jump the healers and they're just going to be sitting there healing each other. It's going to be a rough time for you. Finally, how should you play Spider-Man? I'm not going to do a full-fledged replay review. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see in the future by leaving a comment on this video, because I'm more than willing to do that. But I'm just going to break down my game plan and how you should look to play Spider-Man. So right here, I see Spider-Man, Magneto's up here. We got 3 healers. Ultimately, my decision for who I'm going to go for is going to be Invisible Woman, because I think I can kill her. This is the perfect clip to show you how to play Spider-Man. I'm going to get behind these guys like slime balls. I see another Spider-Man here. I'm going to shoot that web on him. I'm not going to pursue him. I'm going to pull this Luna off, I guess. And now I'm going to use my ult on these 2 healers, because your job as Spider-Man, if you are playing a perfect Spider-Man game, your job is to pursue the healers, and now they have no healers because you stopped them all. They all just died. They have no healers. We are now going to win the exchange 100% because they're not getting no heals. It's that simple. And that's pretty much how you should be playing all game. You are a slime ball, and your job is to get into the back line and eliminate healers to make your teammates' job easier, and then bail out, wait for your cooldowns to reset, and occasionally try to diff another Spider-Man in the game. That is your priority, not only with your cooldowns, but also with your ultimate. If you're not eliminating healers, you're not using your ultimate right. Here, I'm behind everyone. I see the Moon Knight. I see whatever is going on over there, but I don't care. I know my job is to eliminate one of the healers, so I'm going for Luna. Got her. Get out of there. Here, I know I can pull someone off at the start of this game, pull off the Magneto, and now I'm going to direct my focus after my get over here cooldown is over to focusing healers once again. But I just made it so we are going to win this exchange. Oh wait, actually, I'm just gonna pull this guy off. Why not, man? Game plan is just healers, 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 man. You can see I use my ult. I'm going towards the healers. That's all I care about, is killing healers as Spider-Man. I'll also occasionally try to provide some support to the rest of the team by taking out annoying characters like Hawkeye. Although, you know, I'm a squishy, so a lot of the time Hawkeye is gonna kill me. But if I see an opportunity to kill a Moon Knight who's camping or a Hawkeye who's camping, I'll take that opportunity and leave the healers to someone else. But my main priority as Spider-Man, get behind them, kill a healer, get out of there. It's really that simple. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for more Spider-Man videos, and if you have any questions, I'm gonna try to answer every comment. See y'all later.